Hello and welcome to this video. We are going to look into the Fall Challenge 2022 by Coding Game, and we are going to analyze some strategies today so that we can think and plan what we do for our bot. And before we start, I just want to share, I have built a small tool here where you can have your rank on a nice image if you want to share that on social networks, on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, or if you just want to keep a little souvenir, you just have to enter your Coding Game pseudo here, and it will give you a nice image that you can easily download. And yeah, this is using Generate Banners, which is a project that I'm building. This is my job, the startup that I'm trying to build, and it's a tool to automate generating images like that. So yeah, that was super easy to set up thanks to Generate Banners. And now back to coding. And actually not coding. We are going to analyze some AIs today. And first of all, you will tell me, how do we do that, Thibaut? And I will tell you, this is simple here. You just had one click to delete the bot, the default bot, which is here, the default AI. And instead, you can just go ahead and click on the first person in the ranking. So here we're gonna see myself, which has like a very average ranking, and the first person in the World Coding Game. So we're gonna do two things. We're gonna see what my AI is doing, just as a reminder, and then we're gonna see what the opponent is doing. So as you can see, my AI is just moving around. If you remember, it's going to the closest space it can go. And yeah, I don't think it's really interesting to talk about my AI. I think it's super interesting to talk about what they do. So first of all, they just move a bit, and very soon they put a recycler. This recycler is put, let's see the values here. There is 6 scrap, 9, 6, 6, 8. So I don't know, this may be not the best position, the space with the most scraps. So I don't know exactly why they put the recycler here. The thing is, for sure, oh yeah, right away they put a second one here. So I don't know exactly how they choose where to place the recycler, but they do place 2 recyclers. And if we look at turn 5 already, there is a very interesting pattern. Look at that. They have just one bot by one bot, and they have like a little defense system, you know, like you can't go through these except if you have like a big bot with like, I don't know, 5 elements on top of each other. So it's really interesting to see that they have this setup. And if you go further, it's the same. There is no hole in their defense. If you go one further, okay, so here you see a lot of bots are disappearing because most likely, yeah, a couple of bots are moving to the right, and here a couple of bots are moving to the left at the same time, and so there's just this bot that is alive. And here you will think, okay, this bot has gone through their defense, but look at what they do next. They place 2 recyclers here. Basically, they block our bot that it cannot go to this area. Here they manage still also to block this bot, and here at the top there is still this hole, but let's see what's next. Yeah, what next is they place another recycler here. So basically, they are really trying to prevent our bots from going in their side of the map. And this is super smart. Here they place another recycler. So the danger is that they could lose a lot of room here. But they will have a lot of scraps as well. So yeah, see here, they're just like putting recyclers everywhere. So here, this one is, there's a danger because of this recycler. Yeah, there's like a lot of danger in this path here. If our bot can go here, then it's gonna be their loss. But otherwise, yeah, they are in a very good position and they have a lot of scrap. So it looks like recyclers is gonna be key. Oh yeah, I forgot. Of course, they block our bots from going to the right. So that for sure all these bots are gonna die. And yeah, because my bots are not smart enough to go out of this small path, they will just be stuck forever. And this bot as well is dead. These 3 spaces are gonna be removed by the 3 recyclers. So yeah, as you can see, they have done an incredibly good job at just removing our bots. So let's play another game and see if there is anything that changes. This was a relatively small square. Okay, so here, as you can see, they put already like a lot of recyclers. And because of that, they have a ton of bots and they still have this line here, as you can see. Okay, here they are able to block our bot. Oh, here, I think here this is like a very cool strategy. You can see that the 2 bots are just in between a lot of recyclers. So you know you will kill 4, 5, 6 bots. Yeah, 6 bots are gonna be dead. Here another bot is gonna be dead. So basically they use the recycler as traps to prevent the opponent from moving and to destroy the bots actually. This is really smart. So it looks like there is, yeah, a good strategy around moving plus using recyclers. And here they have conquered everything minus this one. So maybe there's just, yeah, all the bots are moving. Okay, no. Oh yeah, here they are creating some new bots and they are moving around. Yeah. Great. Smart. And here they don't move at all. They know this is the end, everything is finished. So yeah, really cool. But let's load the second here and see if there is a different strategy or something similar. And with that, we're going to like think about some ways we can implement that. And I think in the next video we're gonna implement that. So here, first of all, they don't put a lot of recyclers. Okay, here it looks like they don't put the recyclers next to us. They kind of put the recyclers at choke points. That's a really cool strategy. I love that. Yeah, basically they're cutting the map with the recyclers. So here, this one, I don't really understand why they have put this one. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, so here, what's really cool is that they don't create, they keep a lot of scrap on their inventory, so that here they can just build a wall of recyclers and prevent us from going further. So that's really smart. Maybe you can speed things up here. Oh yeah, I'm already ×2. Let's see what happens. Yeah, here they are just putting a bot here, preventing us from moving. They're really smart with the movement, the pattern. Okay, so as you can see, there is an easy way to spectate the top bots so that you can see what the most efficient bots are doing. And I just want to say thank you to those 2 people who are really playing the game and sharing their bot, all the improvement they make as they go. So yeah, we're gonna need a lot of strategy to be able to do that. Right now, our bot is super dumb. We need to fix that. So here, what's interesting is that they are really trying to win all the way. Because here they could have just put like a recycler here and here. And this would be the end, I believe. Interesting. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Let's make a plan. I'm gonna take something where I can draw and we're gonna make a plan on what we need to implement. So I wanted to draw some things, but actually there's nothing to draw, you know? What I think what's really important for the recycler logic is that you need to have recyclers at the beginning. So it's okay to destroy some of your squares so that you can get enough scrap to play the middle game. These here are basically kind of random recyclers. Yeah, if I were... that's interesting. I don't know if they do it on purpose to leave a path around it, or actually here they try to block a path, right? Yeah, they try to block a path. Oh no, actually, I think here what they do at the beginning is that they put those recyclers on a place that disappear before the other neighbors. So meaning at the start, they put a recycler here because it has a lower value than all of its neighbors. I don't know if it's really worth it. Let's see. It gains this recycler. It costs 10, that it gains 5, 5, and 5 again, and 5 again. Okay, so that's a cool thing. It gets plus 10 for this recycler that is smartly placed. Yeah, so it looks like the first recyclers are placed so that it doesn't remove too many red squares. And then they do use recyclers as a wall here in the middle of the map. So that's one strategy, you know. One thing that we can do is we can place a wall of recyclers at the middle of the map, and at the beginning put our recyclers on squares that are not where the recycler will disappear before hitting the 5 squares. So that's interesting. I think we're gonna do that. The next thing in the next video, we are gonna try to find the places where we can put a recycler without breaking everything. I think that makes sense. Let's do that. So we're gonna do two things. We're gonna do these recyclers, and then we're gonna try to put the recyclers on the middle line. That's a dumb AI strategy. It's not really smart, but maybe we can just leave like 1 or 2 spaces. I don't know. So before we leave, one thing I want to try is instead of targeting any nodes, where is it? Here our target tiles are both nodes. I want to stop targeting neutral tiles, and let's play against the default AI now. and see what happens. I'm just gonna submit that. So the idea is that now we won't be trying to go to the neutral squares. We will just go directly against the opponent. And here you can see we are not exploring this area at all. We are just going like crazy on the tiles of the opponent. Doesn't look like this is a good strategy. We did. I don't know why we are putting bots here instead of here. Let me see. We can actually display a bit here. Console.log, the tile.x. No, this is for moving. Here I want for spawning here. Spawning. I want to console error. Maybe cancel tile.slice 03, that we get the 3 first options. We are replaying the same setup. So yeah, I think it's good. Maybe I will do a bit more of this kind of video where we analyze the strategy and then we improve our bot. But to be honest, there is a lot of bot improvement that we need to do. We have like a very simple bot. So here, yeah, this is where it starts to be interesting. Here, this, oh yeah, maybe the target tiles. Oh yeah, the target tiles. Now we have target tiles with opponent. Let's see, 5 and 7. Why is it an interesting target tiles? Because spawn score is quite high. Oh yeah, because it's a middle. Yeah, of course, this one is in the middle of all the other tiles, so that's why it has a high worth, and that's why we are placing the blue thing here. Okay. To be honest, I think we have like a bit of a problem with our strategy. We have like a lot of very simple things, and that is not gonna cut against even the default AI. So I think I'm gonna need to do some longer videos to solve that. Yeah, we're gonna revert that and see what happens if we do like a little bit better. I could spend hours, days on that, and it's hard to see how we can do that in a way that makes it interesting for you. Yeah, so here I'm definitely behind. I have more squares here, but it doesn't matter because squares doesn't give you anything except if you put recyclers on top of it. What time is it? It's an 18-minute video. I think maybe we're gonna, add the recyclers here in this video. Why not? Why not? We'll do something simple. Yeah, we're gonna do something simple. Let's do that. So, where do we want to put our recyclers? By the way, when are the recyclers placed as well? Build before. Okay, so we need to build our recyclers at first here, and then we can do the rest of the thing. So, should we go through all of our own tiles? My tiles.map tile. Oh wait, this is super small. It's gonna be better for you like that. Here we go through each of our tile, and we're gonna do tile.recycler score equal something. const, yeah, we don't need to do anything. Here we can, yeah, we don't need to return anything. Here, basically this is a for loop. Maybe we could have done a for loop, but we're just changing the recycler score here, and then we need to make sure that, okay, so here we need to do if tile.can_build. In that case, we put an actual score, otherwise we put 0. Here we see the tile.recycler. What? Let's do it like that. The recycler score is set to 0, and then the recycler score is set to something. It can be 1, can be whatever. And now we can actually do a sorting again, because that's how I'm implementing this thing. Actually, here we can have like recycler tiles. We're going to do that. Return tile. That here we can sort the recycler tiles instead of sorting the my tiles, so that we don't change the sorting of my tiles. So here sort, we do tile dot, here we want the highest recycler score. Wait, no, it's A and B, so we want the highest, so it's B minus A dot recycler score. Here, if recycler, if this of 0 dot recycler score is above or equal to 1, then we can build a recycler. I think we also need to remember that this strategy, we want to use it especially at the beginning, but then later during the game, we want to use the recycler to block the opponent. So here what we're going to do, we're going to say let turn equal 0, and here we're going to, at the bottom of the code, we're going to say turn plus plus. So here we will only do that if turn is below 10. Okay, so we have that. So here we can create an action. How do we do that? Like that. We need to make sure also that the and my matter is above or equal to 10, and here we can do my matter minus equal 10, and here we build at the target is this one, X and Y, and we need to be careful that the bot cannot go on this place now. So actually we don't really care about that for now. Yeah, maybe later down the road. So right now pathfinding is not good at all, so we're gonna need to fix that. Let's see what happens. Is there a bug? Is it working? We're gonna see. Okay, so here we are placing a lot of recyclers. Makes no sense. So many recyclers. All the recyclers. Okay. So we need to improve that. I think we're gonna get an okay logic here. That's gonna be nice. So here the problem is that the tile. Okay. Here we're gonna say we're gonna create an array here actually, or const the map is equal to new array of height, and here map of y is equal to an array, and here we can do map of y dot push tile. So this way we have a two-dimensional map that's going to be a lot simpler to do things. So here what I would like to say in the recycler score is really bad. So here we need to say, okay, what is the recycler score? It is one thing I don't know, how many the recyclers, how many they're recycling one every turn. Okay, so here is max recycler. It's tile dot what is the scrap? It's tile dot scrap amount. Tile dot scrap amount, and then if how do I wish I could just do like map of tile dot y minus 1 tile dot x. I wish I could just check that. Okay, so here we say if tile dot y is above or equal is above 0, then we can do const let total scrap it start at 0, and here we do scrap plus equal with the max recycler here. So if we have if tile is above 0, then we can access this and do total scrap plus equal math dot mean between this and max recycler. The idea is that you cannot recycle more than what you have on your position. I'm going to explain. If here you have 8 scrap, and no, here you have 6 scrap, then if you place a recycler here, you cannot consume the 8 scraps here. You can just consume 6 scraps out of 8. So that's what I'm trying to express. So total scrap plus that. So here we have to do that for the 4 direction. If tile.y below map.length minus 1, then we can do that. Oh wait, here I forgot to do dot scrap amount. So here this is plus 1, and we have to do the same for x. So here x above 0, x above map of y.length minus 1, and here this is x minus 1, x plus 1, and here we can remove this. The code isn't pretty, but hey, it should be working. So total scrap here. So basically we're just gonna say for now our recycler score, it is equal to total scrap. That's all. And so we're gonna be maximizing the amount of scrap that we can collect. Let's replay and see if that's the case. Okay, that's scrap is not defined here. Scrap, yeah, it's total scrap. Let's replay that. So I think here, let me pause for a second. Okay, I've made a mistake here. This is not y, this is tile.y. Let's check this again. So here, one thing, the recyclers might still be next to each other. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. So here, we should check here we say if this has a recycler. So how can we say if there is a recycler here? How can we say recycler? So if this dot recycler, then total scrap minus equal, I don't know, we remove 100 just to make sure this node is not part of the possible places. Okay, so just have to place that in the 4 directions. Maybe I need to refactor this code. -1, x -1, and here x +1. Let's replay that. Now we should have a lot of recyclers, but not next to each other. That's the goal. And they should give us a lot of energy. Yes, look at that, look at that. Oh, we have a ton of recyclers. And now we have a ton of scrap. So need to, okay, so here we made a mistake. We let one of our bots alone. So I think this is good, but now we have like so much scrap. We need to fix that. So I think 10 turn is good for this map. Actually, it's good. It's a good, maybe it's too much. Actually, here 10 turn, we have one more. I think we should just like have, I don't know, less than 10 turn, maybe 5, just like the 6 first turns. Let's replay that. Let's see. Here we start. Some recyclers, more recyclers. Here I don't like that the 2 bots are going at the top. Not a good thing, but hey. Okay, so here we have quite a lot of scrap, but still we are not making use of it. So I think we need to spawn more bots. So where do we spawn the bots? We spawn them here. So right now we're just gonna put recyclers at the beginning, and then we're not gonna use the recyclers. So here we're gonna say if, so here we need to do my matter minus equal 10. And here we're gonna say while turn is above 5. Let's say we're gonna have like something that here we call, I don't like that we have one number. I'm gonna say end of early game, and we say this is 6. Let me remove the red color here. Okay, end of early game. So here now we can say before the end of the early game we are placing our recyclers. And what else? Here if turn is above or equal the end of the early game, and there is still here we need to do that shift to remove the first target here. We can remove that. So here we can say and cancel time the length is above 0. Then we can do the same thing, something like that. So we need to say and my matter is above or equal to 10. In that case, the target is gonna be this, and we can remove that. We can directly spawn one here. So instead, we don't try to spawn many bots on the same place. We instead try to spawn them on different places. Let's try that. Let's see what happens now. It's gonna be interesting. So we should have like the first couple of recyclers that are just exploiting the resources like crazy. And now we are placing multiple so I think the bots, we are not placing them at the right place. We should be placing them as close as possible to these enemy thingies. So here, distance, it's not target tiles, it's up tiles. We don't want to spawn the tile close to enemy. We need to do up tiles dot filter tile, and we want only the tiles that have an opponent on it. So how do we do that? Up unit, there is already something. So here, instead of up tiles dot filter, we just need up unit, and we map the distance. And yeah, that's it. So here we are spawning the tile next to the enemy units. Let's try to replay in the same conditions. So this is like a bunch of small changes that are not making our bots super smart, but hopefully we are okay. So here you see like all the bots that we spawn next to the opponent. So at this point in the game, how many bots do we have? They still have more bots than us. Yeah, we have a problem with the pathfinding. And here we're still like exploring these stupid empty nodes. You know what? I think it is time for a submission. So we're just gonna send that with all of our changes. We're gonna see how well it does. And yeah, I'm gonna report and see if we are above or below this specific value, this specific rank. Let's see. Okay, this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for following this series. There is a small improvement in the ranking, but to be honest, I think we need to do a lot more work in order to climb the ranking. Like those small optimization, like basically there's a cycle of looking at the strategy, looking how your bot is working, fixing issues, implementing new strategies, and looping forever. Here, I don't know why we are like not taking this spot, for example. Yeah, it's good. There is some progress, but there is still a lot to do. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.